Hello everyone and welcome back to another soggy episode on the channel. So first of all, I need to make a little bit of an apology as I'm slightly under the weather. I may have had slightly too much juice to drink last night, but it is what it is and we've got to plough on with some work. So we're down at the ewes and they've grazed this field down absolutely amazingly, and in fact we're actually going to get them moved today. So the plan is we're going to get all these ewes, run them into that field quite just over there, so it should be fairly simple, touch wood, and we're going to get this electric fence system all wrapped up using the wrapper. So we haven't done that yet. It should be quite fun and show how quick it is actually to get this electric fence all sorted, and these ewes are going to love a fresh bite to eat. So I hope you enjoyed today, guys. If you do, please tap that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I hope you enjoy. Just before we get these moved, I'll give you a quick look at what the grass looks like now. So you can see down here, they've grazed it down really nicely, and all that dead stuff, they've pretty much got rid of it all. As you can see across the field, absolute amazing job of grazing it. It should mean in the spring, it comes back much better. And just to show you guys the difference, this is the field over here, which they're gonna be moving on to. We're just gonna drop this electric fence, drop that one, and fingers crossed, they run in fairly smoothly. We've got Josie in the car. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, ignore this muddy gateway. We had to cart through and it got a bit muddy, but the rest of the field is looking wonderful for grazing. So there's about 20 acres in here. There was 8 acres in there, so it should take them at least a couple of weeks to get down this. It's not the thickest crop, but it was only mown, what, a month ago, so it's just come back really nicely for graze. I would say this is a better field of higher quality grass than that one for grazing right at the moment. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get these girls moved. Fingers crossed it goes to plan. So that's the fence dropped where they go into that field. Fingers crossed they just run over that nicely. That went all right, didn't it? There was a little bit of trouble down this corner, so I quickly ran and dropped that down. They didn't like the 3 wires still there, so we just did that. But we'll lift this up, get them back in, and that is their move. And then the exciting bit, actually, we're going to try the wrapper packing it up. Fingers crossed, shouldn't take too long. But the heads are down, grazing nicely now. They're loving this fresh grass. Boy, this wrapper is making a huge difference already on this farm. It should really help the swards going into the future. We're putting natural matter, as in manure, back into the soil. They're grazing it up nicely. It's all benefits really going forward. We could have more head of sheep on the farm too, so it's a win-win. Get this fence put back and then we'll go get the wrapper. Whilst I've been doing that, George has kindly just set the wrapper up for me, ready to go. So unlike last time when we were putting it out, we're going to put it back in properly, so it is all set up properly now for all the wrapper rails, unlike when we've been bodging it, just reeling it out as we've been getting new rolls and stuff like that. So we're just going to pop this up like that. So we're just heading up now to the top corner of the field where the energizer is, because obviously we want to switch that off so we don't get electrocuted whilst we're doing it, and then we'll crack on, reel it in and see how we get on. Switch you off. One thing that has been absolutely amazing, so a PEL solar energizer, this is an S500 and it's designed to do up to 5 kilometers of electric fence, which we're never going to need any more than that. Absolutely wonderful job, stayed really well powered up. Obviously the sheep stayed in, no problem, so definitely would recommend those Pel energizers. I reckon that's close enough. This should be fairly simple. The reels go on here, then the belt there drives it and pulls it in so it keeps it taut while we're going. Then we just chuck the stakes on the back of the mule. Sounds simple? How hard can it be? Top reel there. Look at that. I think we're cooking on gas. I guess it's time to see if it actually works. We drive forward. Oh yes. Oh yes. It's working. Boy, it's working. So I like this. And then, what I'll do, when we get to a post, well, put you guys somewhere. We'll put you there for a sec. So basically, when we get to a post, all we do, pull the post out, like that. I'll chuck it there. And then we're off to the next one. I'm doing it! I'm doing it! Just... Man, this is gonna make fencing so much more fun. Boy, fence post out, little flick. I'm sure there's a knack to this, but we'll get there eventually. There we are, post there. Just another 80 to go. This is amazing. I've never had a gadget like this that's made me like so impressed instantly. This is so good. Well, this beats walking around with a reel. Well, this is going well. Right, we're back to the Energizer, so we'll just unplug that and we'll just pack this up as we go around. We've already done like, what, 100 meters in no time at all. That piece of kit is revolutionary. I know it's been around for years, but we definitely should have got one sooner and started grazing here sooner, but it is what it is. We're doing it now. It's definitely the way forward. That's the first 400 meters all done. So we've done all up this side, along the top, and half down that side. Well, probably a third down that side. And we're just at the end now. We're gonna wrap it all up. Another good thing about this is, if you look at the rails here, they're wound up really tightly and they're perfectly wound up, better than you'd ever do by hand. But that's because this plate here, it means that the wires actually go side to side as they go on, which is really good, which means they're evenly spread across the rails when they're reeling them back in. It's not the best point where you find that there's a hole in your welly and you've got a wet foot, but we'll bear with it. So now what I'm thinking is, if we just reel that up, that's it, that's one, and then the other two should come at the same time. Just go like that, wind them up, all done, and then simple enough, take that off, then repeat. Number two. There we are. First three all done. This is a great bit of kit, but I need to get some stuff thought out so we can fit more stuff on the mule, because at the moment we haven't really got a system going where I'm going to get everything on. Fingers crossed it all fits, but I reckon I need to put a pole in here, then the rails could go there, sort of that, and then if we also put a rack on the front for extra post. And we go again. There must be a technique or a knack to these posts, because you just see people on videos and they like twist them off. Anyone with advice how to get them off the posts with a little technique to it, comment below. We're getting on with it though. We're getting on with it. Oh, you're in well. I definitely would not go back to using a handrail ever again. I did that a couple of times, like when I first had sheep, and this compared to that, it's just different worlds. And that is all the fence bought in, and it's literally just taken me over an hour to do 800 meters. That is mental. So we just got to pull these off. We're going to leave the reels on because I'm actually going to put them back out in a field over there tomorrow, so it's pointless taking it all off. We'll tie it up, then we'll just check on the ewes, and then that's just done. One final check of the ewes, and they've spread across the field nicely. Some nice fresh grass, just as I showed before, and that should do them well for the next week or so, hopefully a little bit longer. But guys, going forwards, I do really think this is the future for our farming enterprise. The more electric fence, the more grazing we can get, and the better quality grazing too, because all the grass on the farm is Italian and perennial ryegrass, which is really, really good quality grass and nice fresh swards. They're not old swards. We reseed every couple of years, so it's great for grazing. There isn't obviously clover in it and stuff like that because we have to spray it off for the equine world, but it's a nice clean sward. They should enjoy it, and we're going to leave them to it now. So I'd just like to say a massive thank you for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I am impressed no end with that Rapid electric fence kit, and going forward, can't wait to use it more. So yeah, don't forget, like the video, subscribe. Also, don't forget to check out the merch store, guys. All of that is in stock. We've got hoodies, quarter zips, you name it, we've got it. And I should have my own stuff in the next week or so to show you guys exactly what it's like, and I can't wait to see it. But yeah, guys, once again, massive thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.